Hi, Flosstube. Good morning. Today is Monday, December 9th, closing in on Christmas. I'm Helen D. Thank you so much for taking some time to visit with me today. I hope everyone's having a good December. You're getting all your things done that need to be done. It's been busy here. I think it's been busy everywhere, though, honestly. I talked to you right before Thanksgiving, and I know I had mentioned that we had a lot going on. So we had Thanksgiving. My sister came down with her family. My parents go to Florida for the winter. They started that 5 years ago, around 5 years ago. Last year at Thanksgiving they were gone, and we thought, we haven't had a big Thanksgiving with everyone in a long time, so next year we should do it early. So we did. We celebrated Canadian Thanksgiving. We had it in the middle of October. I believe it was Columbus Day weekend. We got together with my parents and my aunt and uncle and her kids, my cousins, and it was great. So we'd had a big Thanksgiving not too long ago. So this Thanksgiving I told my sister, if you don't go to your in-laws, because usually they go to their in-laws for Thanksgiving up in Canada, come on down. But I'm not making turkey. I said I will make something that all the kids will eat, because it would be 4 adults and 5 kids. And they don't care about the big meal, so why am I going to make the big meal? Emmy's down here, she's going to drink my water. So we had spaghetti. I made a giant sauce in the crock pot. I do sausage and kielbasa, and we had fresh herbs from the summer that I had frozen, so that one in the crock pot, and then we had spaghetti and bread and desserts. Everyone ate, no complaints, cleanup was easy. We had a great day. So we got through that. Next up on our busy list was, now she's eating paper. We were last weekend down in Washington, D.C. For my sister-in-law's wedding. We had gone down over the summer. Get away from there. Hold on. Hey. Stop. Stop eating that. Hold on. Stop eating that. She's my eater, so I gotta watch her. We went down to Washington, D.C. over the summer, and my sister-in-law just got engaged right after we left, like a week or two after we left. So we didn't know the wedding would be that quick, but they were able to pull it off. It was a very small wedding, so they didn't need, a year or whatever to pull it together. So we went back down to D.C. for the wedding. We actually stayed with her new in-laws, who were so nice and generous and took us in. We had a very nice weekend. It was stressful just because it's another trip that you're doing in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and that's a hard time to try and be traveling and getting things done. And it's DC, so it's a fancier affair than t-shirts and jeans, which is what we're used to. So I had to make sure we all had decent clothes to wear and try and squeeze everything in one suitcase. We did it. We're back. It was a nice wedding, so we're glad that we're back. That's done off the list. Next up on the list is, I'm just going to lower this a smidge. Maybe. Nope, I'm not. Whatever, you'll have all kinds of headroom. This week is the chorus concert, my son's chorus concert. So he had extra practice this morning. Band is tomorrow. I'm like, we have something tomorrow, it's band. Extra practice this morning, chorus concert is Wednesday. There's a silent dessert auction that I have to make something for. We'll get through that. The auditions for their musical just happened. They're doing Willy Wonka Jr. He got the role of Mr. Bucket, so we'll start practices for that next week. So the fun continues, but I think we're on the other side of the really crazy stuff. So thank you to everyone who said just breathe and get through it. That's what we're doing, one day at a time. We will get there. I do think all my Christmas stuff is ready because I knew we would be really crazy and I kind of wanted to just get it done. So most of that stuff is good to go. This morning I dropped him off at 8. I went to the UPS store with an Amazon return. I had to go to the post office, Target, the library. I was home by 9:30. I think I picked up my last gift. So all of that, there we go. I think this tripod is new to me. It's not. All that is done. Hopefully today I can do some wrapping. Laundry's in, lots of laundry still, wrapping. But that's not why you're here. You're here for cross stitch, which unfortunately I don't feel like I've been doing that much of. I've gotten some done. I have some new starts because I had a few Christmas and winter projects I wanted to get started. They're not that impressive, but I'll show them to you anyway. I do have 2 FFOs, 2 fully finished objects that I'll start with. So this is the first one. I think it was finished last time, but not fully finished. Oh, and it's dark today because it's supposed to be 50 and rainy. So this is Christmas Goodies, I believe is the name. It's by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And that looks red, but it's pink. So this is on one of those boards. This one came from Joann's. It's whitewashed. Got it right at Joann's. It's 6x6. I put a magnet there. I put a washer there. I slap it on there. And then when I have the next one ready, which is Valentine's Day, I can just swap them out. So that one is all done. And then the other piece that I fully finished, I didn't think I'd get it done this year, but I was looking at it and measuring it, and then I remembered when I was at Kohl's, they had this giant snowman that you clipped. I think it held 2 pictures, 2 4x6 pictures. It was big. My husband works like across the street from Kohl's, so I said, I'm gonna order it. Go pick it up. You very well may be returning it for me later in the week. But it fit perfect. So this guy is big. This is Deck the Halls, which was the stitch along with Caterpillar cross stitch. So he's big. He's a big boy. The greenery was on there, though I did add that pine cone and this pine cone. This guy's little hat. Big. I don't remember how tall it was, but it fit on there. I couldn't put any fabric or anything behind it because it was too tight right here. I would have had room everywhere else, but right where that came in. So I just left it. It's on magnets if I change my mind. I actually laced it again in case I change my mind later. But for this year, he is done. I'm just noticing that on the back it actually had a hanger and it has a stand. It's from St. Nicholas Square. The tag says Farmhouse Christmas Photo Frame. I would have called it Giant Snowman, but I don't work at Kohl's in their labeling department. So I think that cost, it's on sale and you have your coupons and whatever. I think it was like $18. So I figured for $18, that's way less than framing that would be, and it stands up on its own. It's on top of the piano. Because the snowflake runner was still there from Halloween, so I just left it and put some other stuff out. So those are my 2 FFOs. Both of them are actually stitched on Country French Cafe Mocha 16 count, which I thought the white showed up pretty good. This is called to be in white, but it didn't show up as good, so I used the blue. And it calls for 2 little cookie buttons, but theirs is stitched on a 14 or a 28. So because mine's a little smaller, the buttons were a little big. So I just stitched some little peppermints in there I made up and called it good. What else? I have 2 FOs that will not be fully finished before Christmas. That's just the way it's going to be. They'll be ready for next year. First up was Bent Creek, the Perfect Tree Globe. This is one of those kits. I just had the chart. I'll use the chart to put behind it. So this guy is all done. I posted a picture on Instagram and someone said, "Oh, did you purposely leave off?" It's like what is it, baker's twine, the ribbon that holds the tree on. And I'm like, "No, I didn't. I'm so glad you told me, because I'd have had it all done." And it looks very blah in my weather, in the darkness that's encompassing me. This is on, I believe, Picture This Plus Dapple. It was just a scrap that I had. And I'd like to finish it in a snow globe shape as an ornament. I don't think my brain can handle that this year, so next year. And then the other one I finished, which I'd forgotten I finished and I didn't iron it or anything, was the other Bent Creek I had been working on, which is Winter Row. This is on Country French Rain. It's the blue, it looks gray, but it's a grayish blue that they're doing the new Country Cottage Needlework series on. So it's a gray blue. So that will go on my board with all the rows after Christmas. That will be like my January, February, why is it still snowing in March and April row to have up. So that's all I finished. Like I said, I have started many things. They're just in a pile over here. I don't know what's what. We're going to open some bags and see what's in them. My moose bag. This is the 31 bag. It's one of their pouches. It fits an 8x8. It doesn't fit much bigger than that. All right, this one is Prairie Schooler Christmas trees. I'm doing this one right here. This was my start for the Very Prairie Year Sal for December, because I'm on top of things. So here's this one. This is on 16 count Picture This Plus Woodland, which is a very pretty green, not as dark as it's showing up. And I'm using the Sulky Petites. So for those of you wondering how the coverage was, this is a 16 count. That is one strand of Sulky Petites. And I think the coverage is fine. And I think my white stitches look 1,000 times better than they have been. So I am a big fan of the Sulky Petites. I actually just finished my first roll on that 2 nights ago. I tapped a roll of Sulky Petites. That's that one. Somewhere this month. I did start a piece in November. I did not get very far. So this is what I chose to do Christmas Eve. This is now reprinted. This is the hard copy one that I had, but it is reprinted so you can find it. This was my start for November. A very, very impressive reindeer butt. This one I'm stitching on Ale. Picture This Plus Ale, which is just a little bit darker, so that then the white, there's a lot of white in this one, and if I'm going to stitch all that white, it better show up. So that's what I'm working on for that one. I think the snowflakes I did use, it's 2 strands, so it's whatever it called for, but in all this bottom part, I'll be using Sulky Petites. So that one is started again. I don't know when I'm gonna finish it, but it started. December 1st, Cobweb Corner is doing a stitch along for the Nora Corbett Pixies, the Halloween Pixies. And I joined. I'm doing Raven is, I believe, her name. Raven. So I'm doing Raven. I started it on the 1st. I haven't touched it since. And I kind of knew that's how it would be, is I'll get it started. And then I had stuff to get through. So this one I went with Picture This Plus Haunted as my fabric. The colors are lots of blues and purples. So you can see, actually, This isn't showing up great, but you can see the purple, which is nice. That's my teeny tiny start. Just enough to say I joined in when it started. This one should be done for next Halloween because it's not a huge fancy mirabilia. It's a smaller one. I can hear the beads. There's three things with beads. I was watching, I'm way behind on Flosstube, but I was last night watching Julie, Kansas City Girl in Colorado World, and first of all, she's doing Snow Queen. Every time it snows, she works on it, and she still has a lot to do because she has the dress, but she's gotten so much done, and it's gorgeous. And then she started their new one, I think it's called The Baker's Wife. And I think she said one of the beads, she needed 4 packs of the same bead. And I thought, I don't think I could handle 4 packs. Like, that's 400 beads. It's a lot of beads. The cats will spill them everywhere. So mine only has 3 packs of beads, and I know I won't use them all. And then the other new start, finally, I wanted to start this last year, and I didn't get to it. This is a PDF, so I pulled the picture up, is Peace on Earth. This is one of Barbie Pedal Pusher's designs. It's on her Pedal Pusher Etsy store. This is the colored version. She also has the same chart in like browns. It's much more muted. They're both gorgeous. It was hard to choose which one to do, but I went with the colored version. So I worked on this one on the plane and at their house. I don't have that much done. This is 16 count, picture this plus icon, which is not as gray as that showing up. I doubt this one will be done this year either, but it started, so that will be quicker to get done next year. I used my tiny scissors. Heather gave these to me. Well, she didn't give them to me. I won her small from the Smalls Exchange at Frugal Yankee last year. And these teeny tiny scissors were in there, and they were perfect for the plane. Usually on a plane, I just used fingernail clippers, but I packed those, and they were great. Except my son keeps wanting to play with them, and I'm like, you're going to rip that off. I just know it. And then there'll be little sharp bits everywhere, but until then, I use them. So that's what I've been working on. It seems like a little work on a lot of things. Trying to think. I didn't write down what I planned on working on. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to carry on with these. I don't think I have anything else I had hoped to start before Christmas. My plan for after Christmas, and I don't know if I mentioned this, my birthday is in the middle of February. So I thought instead of doing a new year, new start, I will start something new. I'll start kind of my first big new thing on my birthday. It's 6 weeks. I can wait 6 weeks. So in that time, plus the week after Christmas, I want to pull out all my whips and see what I can get through. I have a couple left over from Mania last year that just a little more time and they'll be done. I have a few that I think in 6 weeks, if I really focused on them one at a time, I could ship them out and get them done. And then I'll have them to finish for next year to have some new things. So that's my plan. Maybe at some point I'll do a whip parade, although I have a feeling I won't be doing another video before Christmas. And then we're off school the week after Christmas. It'll probably be next year. And at that point I've already worked on some. So maybe I'll have a couple FFOs and a whip parade to kind of show you what I've been doing. Haul, I did really, really well because I've been Christmas shopping and buying things for others. I did take part in a little Black Friday shopping. I bet most of us did. I pulled those up. Oh, I thought I pulled them up. I got 2 charts from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I got all PDFs, so I don't have them to show you. So I ended up getting This one right here. They're in their winter collection. Let's see. Holly Jolly Bandit, which they showed a little teaser on their Facebook. And I said to my sister, that looks like, I see a raccoon. She's like, a raccoon? I see Santa Claus. We were both right. It's a Santa raccoon. So I bought this one, Holly Jolly. And I got Don't Get Your Tinsel in a Tangle, which will go on my wood blocks. This is one of their seasonal sayings. So that will go on my wood block. So I picked up those. They didn't have a sale. They just had kind of restocked and had some new designs. And then I also picked up this one from Lindy Stitches, which cracks me up. Rooftop Cocoa Shop. So that one's super cute. I love her finishing too. It looks like a little house. And while we were packing up to leave DC, Beth Twist of Heartstring Sampler reposted, she does a charitable chart. So for the entire month of December, I believe, this is the only chart available in her Etsy store, and it's $11. $10 of that is going to a charity. The other $1, honestly, is just covering her fees, her Etsy fee and her PayPal fee. So it is Whip It Good, which I love. I love mandalas, and I love that song. So this one I want to do, I might try one of the Sulky blends. They have some variegated, and I haven't used one yet. So those were my Black Friday purchases. Cyber Monday, the whole Thanksgiving weekend, that's what I bought. I do have a couple things coming in from thedailystitcher.com. Trying to remember what I got. Heart and Hand, the Christmas elf ornaments. She ordered those in for me. And then I know at least one else was, I think the other two are both hands-on design. I'm seeing Penny this weekend, so I said, just don't mail them. I'll get them from you this weekend. Not like I'm going to stitch them between now and then anyway, so I'll get them from you this weekend. And then from Cobweb Corner, I got Cinnamon Stars. These are still in their bags. And the Addams Family. I love the colors in this one. So Carla at Cobweb Corner, she sent me these two. And she also sent some stuff for you guys. So like I said, last time we did a giveaway from Carla, she did the two Nora Corbett Pixies to start off with their Bewitching Pixies Sal. So this time Carla wanted to do a Christmas giveaway. Great. So I have two charts. You obviously will not get them before Christmas, which is fine. You won't have time to stitch them and finish them before Christmas anyway. So these are for next Christmas. We're planning ahead. So she sent two charts. This is the first one, Stony Creek. So for these, we'll do the usual giveaway rules. Be a subscriber, be over 18 so you can legally give me your address. Don't say giveaway. For this one, say I would like to stitch Santa Claus. And then the other one, I had never seen this chart, is a blackbird. Merry Christmas. So these colors are very pretty. For this one, say I would like to stitch blackbird designs. You can enter both. You can enter one. If I would like to stitch both. I just go through and make a spreadsheet, so I don't search by comment. I kind of keep up with it as I go through. I'll figure it out. I will do that drawing, like I said, in my next video, which will likely be at the beginning of the new year. And then I'll get them out to you. I don't care where you live. The post office will be empty at that point, so I'm happy to go and mail those out. I also noticed I was online before this, and it popped up, I think in Facebook, she has a sale going on through, today's the 9th, through tomorrow. So act fast. If you watch this the day I post on Monday, it's good through Tuesday. I think it was $5 off 30. It's on our website, cobwebcorner.com. I will link that below. thedailystitcher.com. I will link that below. I will put the Etsy stores I purchased from below. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So this weekend, we have 2 Christmas parties. My Stitchy friends, my Stitchy group, we are getting together and doing an ornament swap. So I do have that finished. I'll have to take a picture of that before I wrap it up because I don't think I have yet. And it came out super cute, and now I need to stitch it again for myself. How many things this year did I say to you guys? Oh, that came out really good. Now I want to stitch it again for myself. I haven't done it yet, but I will next year, 2020. It's a big 2020 plans, is to stitch these things again for myself. And my Christmas stuff is up. This hole is where the milk and cookies goes. I might just snap a few pictures on a day that the sun is out and throw them up on Instagram if anyone wants to see them. I'm East Coast Crafter on Instagram. So I will put some pictures up once you can actually see the colors of things. I have to make fudge this week for Christmas parties and wrap some presents and do 1,000 loads of laundry. So if anyone needs me, that's where I'll be. All right, thank you guys so much. I look forward to hearing everyone else's New Year plans. This is one of my favorite things in Flosstube land is when people start kind of planning for the new year and what they want to do, because it gets me thinking about what I want to do. I don't have any major plans. I haven't joined any stitch-alongs. I still have some from this year I need to finish. I have a few things in mind of bigger pieces, but I don't think I'm going to make any giant plans this year. We're just going to roll with it and see what happens. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a great Christmas if I don't see you beforehand, or Hanukkah, or whatever you celebrate, if you celebrate. If not, enjoy the season, the winter season here. I know it's summer in other parts of the world, and I will talk to you when I see you again. Bye.